She's a small-town dynamo who took the world by storm.
This fame thing's a little weird.
A fearless trendsetter who has influenced millions.
You guys are dressing like me.
And a self-confessed attitude junkie with an aggressive streak you don't want to mess with.
None of those guys mess with me.
But recent erratic behavior, a dramatic image change, and a penchant for self-destruction have critics wondering if she's merely a shadow of her former self.
I'm still the same, I'm just like older.
So the question is, how did this skateboarding tomboy evolve into a multi-platinum punk pop hero? And will her ever-changing persona be accepted by fans?
For every person that likes you, there's like 10 that hate you.
My mother always wanted me to be a lawyer,
a doctor,
an architect like my father.
My dad insisted on medical school.
I was always expected to be a part of the family business.
A bank manager.
But
I was born to be.
2006 was a banner year for Avril Lavigne. She unveiled a sophisticated new look and landed a coveted modeling contract with Ford Models. She launched an exciting acting career and was hard at work on her hotly anticipated third album.
Hey, you, I know that you like me.
In July, Avril tied the knot with longtime love Derek Whibley in a fairy tale wedding ceremony.
I walked around telling everybody I want to marry him.
Canada's favorite skater girl was growing up, revealing a softer, more feminine side.
Now I'll wear heels, whereas before I was like, God, I'm not wearing heels.
But on September 27, 2006, Avril's glamorous facade was shattered. After a long night of partying in celebration of her 22nd birthday, Avril launched a wet one at photo-seeking paparazzi as she stumbled to her car. Unfortunately for the unsuspecting photogs, it was a loogie-lobbing deja vu the very next night. And this time, Avril had some wise words for autograph seekers. Outrage ensued. Blog sites the world over posted the footage, and in the course of 2 days, Avril went from beloved punk princess to reviled beauty queen.
I wasn't actually sorry for what I did. My behavior was towards paparazzi, not fans.
The young singer faced accusations of diva behavior and incessant partying.
I drank half a bottle. I was hammered.
Now, fans are wondering if fame has clouded her vision.
Can you hear me slurring?
Avril Lavigne's quick rise to the top of the pop charts started in the quiet Ontario town of Napanee.
There's not much going on today.
From the beginning, it was clear that Avril wasn't like the rest. She was a spunky child with big dreams.
I've been like singing all of my life. My mom said she knew that I was gonna be a singer when I was 2.
Avril attended weekly church services with her parents, who were born-again Christians. From the age of 6, she was singing solos in the choir.
I started out in church. I didn't start off punk.
But while Avril was a success in church, she found difficulty in her small-town schoolyard.
Describe Napanee to me just a little bit. What's it like?
Small, boring, fights. That's pretty much it.
Growing up in a small town, do you think that forced you to be creative? Because there wasn't much to do?
Yeah, I think so. And plus, half the time I was always grounded and in my room and had nothing else to do but write. Play my guitar.
Were you a bad girl?
No.
Skate punk?
Yeah, you could say that.
As a child, Avril was ostracized by her female peers, who were jealous of her budding talent and didn't understand her tomboy ways. So, Avril gravitated towards boys, skateboarding through the streets of Napanee and even playing on an all-boys hockey team.
This one time at a game, she got in a fight with the goalie.
She's a real tough girl, huh?
I don't know, she won, so I guess she's tough. She won the fight.
My personality has like a bit of edge to it, and I guess that's why there's a bit of edge to my music. I like to be aggressive, and I guess that's why I have some aggressive songs.
Avril was different from other girls, but it was this in-your-face individuality that would someday appeal to young women around the world who also didn't fit in. Hurt and upset by the schoolyard taunts, music helped Avril get through the tough times. In the confines of her bedroom, she taught herself to play guitar and began experimenting with songwriting.
Writing is a very important thing to me. It's like my therapy.
I've always been a really sensitive and emotional person, and I was always, writing letters to people, and that's how I express myself best, is on paper, writing it down.
I've been performing since I was 10 as like a solo artist, like hardcore performing like all the time. Like my weekends were booked, and like, I didn't get to like do much because I was always singing all the time.
Wait. Wait,
I think you start it and you go.
Oh, yeah.
Avril continued performing locally, but she found herself frustrated by the lack of opportunities in her small town.
We had to sing country songs, and then I was like, Mom, I don't like these songs, and I didn't really want to sing gospel music and country music anymore. I was getting to the point where I was like, okay, this is kind of embarrassing.
Man, I feel like a woman.
Avril's mother heard that a Belleville radio station was offering local musicians the chance to win a spot on stage with Shania Twain during her Ottawa tour stop.
I just thought it would be great to run a contest in every city that I was in and invite somebody up on stage, because I just thought, you never know. There could be somebody out there who was as serious as I was, who really just wants a break.
Avril rushed to the studio to record a Shania song. Her father drove the cassette over to the radio station with just minutes to spare. The following Monday, Avril found out she had won. The Lavigne family drove to nearby Ottawa so Avril could perform on stage with Shania. Avril blew the crowd away and won a standing ovation. The win encouraged Avril to continue looking for that big break.
This is when I start to bite my nails.
An appearance at a bookstore sparked the interest of Network Management, home of the Bare Naked Ladies and Sarah McLachlan. They offered Avril a development deal. It was a moment Avril had been waiting for since she was a little girl. Finally, she could envision a career that stretched way beyond small-town Ontario.
I didn't have an ego or anything like that, but I just knew that I would end up doing this the rest of my life.
In a bold move, Avril quit school at 16 and headed to New York City to record some demos with a network producer. Unlike most teenage artists, Avril decided to leave her family at home and make the move alone.
I just grew up fast. When I left home at 16, I was like, okay. They understood that it was something that they didn't need to be there for. Me making my music and playing my music, I didn't need their help with that, which is hard for them to let me go, but they have their own lives back at home.